Well, let's speak to our correspondent in Rio de Janeiro, Tim Vickery. Hello to you, Tim. This inquiry looked at 6 months of revelations, of emotional witness statements. The government was accused of treating patients as human guinea pigs for ineffective medication. Could the revelations in this report have a serious political impact?
Well, first, an update. It looks as if that he will face 9 criminal charges or criminal accusations as a result of this report. But aggressive murder and genocide against the indigenous population would seem to have been taken off the table. Negotiations last night to ensure that there's a majority in the commission and that the report is approved. We would expect it to be, it's going to be read later on today, and we'd expect it to be approved next Tuesday. It is a commission which has a mandate to investigate and recommend, nothing beyond that. So what happens now, once it's approved, as I say, we're expecting it to be approved next week, it then moves to the Attorney General, it moves to Congress, it moves to the federal police. Will anything happen from there? Doubtful, because Bolsonaro would seem to have enough support in Congress to avoid impeachment proceedings, and so far the other institutions have shown a marked reluctance to move against him. But the commission is prepared for this eventuality. They have repeatedly talked about the inactivity of the institutions to move against Bolsonaro. So one thing which is certainly going to happen is that this report will be sent to the International Court, and it will also serve as the basis for a private prosecution. Anyone who feels themselves a victim of the government's handling of the coronavirus crisis, and there are many potential victims, can use this document as the basis for a private legal case, and it could reach the Supreme Court that way.
And Tim, it's early in the morning where you are, so many people are still waking up. How do you think they will be reacting to this news?
Well, this depends entirely on who you're talking to, because Brazil is extremely polarized. And the report really is, it's a grotesque list of hideous incompetence. But this will not put the slightest dent in the core support of President Bolsonaro. It would be a huge mistake to underestimate the strength of his core support. Now, that core support on its own will not be sufficient to see him re-elected in a year's time. But the big issue now is, how much of an election issue will coronavirus be? Ironically, it's the effectiveness of vaccines which has brought coronavirus under control to a certain extent and allowed the Bolsonaro government to start thinking about things it can do to boost its popularity in those elections a year from now. So that is another huge question. How much of an election issue will the mishandling of the coronavirus pandemic be a year from now?
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Tim Vickery reporting from Rio de Janeiro.